Some of them are flat out silly. So we're going to be playing Vacant Mines, which is, if you miss Vacant's Mine, it is, we played it last week. You are a prisoner and you're trying to get out of jail by working in a mine. You're bringing back eggs that are being sold for consumption that I guess are created by these things. I don't know why people are just eating some random creature's eggs that they delved too deep in the mines of Moria. And now these things are laying eggs everywhere, but if you get caught by one of them, it like scissors your face off in a head-sucking motion. So that's what we're dealing with. And I don't remember any of the keys. So yeah, this should be fun. And there's a lot of jump scares. It is a cute little game though. So let's try it. I do apologize for those of you who were coming in and it's like, whoa, she's talking like bills and stuff. It's like, every now and then when you have to handle those things, it's like, I feel like I need to, it's a celebration of I finally got off my ass and actually called even though I was nervous, but at the same time, it's so frustrating that it even had to happen, you know? They might make the best omelets ever. What do you think? They're actually eggs, like they taste like eggs, or maybe there's like chocolate inside of them? Or maybe there's varying flavors because there are different colored eggs. Richie, how you doing? They're like, what are those eggs that they do during Easter? Cadbury eggs? Ugh. Let Twitch be therapy. Yeah, I guess so. Just in case there's anybody else out there having the same problem, you've got a bill that's going stupid and you haven't quite gotten the guts to call them up. Now is your calling. Call them up and put your foot down with them, and maybe something will happen. Maybe. You think the green ones taste like schnozberries? Do the schnozberries taste like schnozberries? I think the red ones would probably be like cherry flavored. You know, like the chocolate with the cherry in it that you can only find around Christmas. You thankfully got your dad to call about the bill? Gotcha. Nice. So you did catch him. Did you stay awake? For those of you who are not, who are patrons but don't know this, usually on Fridays we sit around in the Discord and play games and stream it to each other when we're playing games. So if you're missing out on that, I do apologize. I haven't put out like an official notification that we do this. We just do it because it's chill time for us to sit around and talk. And sadly, I think Bredicus stayed up like, what, 5 o'clock in the morning playing games? Bust through the wall with a saw. Okay, Liz, who's pissed you off? Just point. Well, it's my... They didn't really piss me off so much as... I'm pretty sure she was just doing her job, but after the third or fourth time someone says, look, my bill is $500 plus, and I'm not even running an air conditioner or heater. That it would trigger inside your mind something is obviously wrong, but she kept trying to find reasons why there wouldn't be anything wrong. And I'm like, It was like 5:30. Oh no. Oh man. You always feel bad budging your way. No, I tried to remember every time we're on there to write the join in thing so people know we're not in there doing anything other than just playing a game and anybody can join in and talk. I mean, we're just on there goofing off. Now you gotta fix the wall. Yes, fix the wall, please. Took your mind off of stuff? Yeah, yeah. I can imagine that'd be stressful if someone just like pops into your billing thing and just like automatically throws a bill at you for no real reason without much of a notification. That's enough to send anybody into a panic. I've had that happen to me before because because our electric bill is so late, we have to pay later on in the month when the bills line up and the stars are in the right location and we're hopping on one foot and sacrificed someone else's firstborn child because Tigris isn't going anywhere. Whenever we can do all of that, we have to pay the electric bill late. So the electric bill for this month and next month shows up. So when I get a notification on my phone that tells me we owe over $1,000 and it gives me a freaking heart attack for about 5 minutes, I completely understand that anxiety. That's a patron thing? Yeah. It's to get into the patrons section of the Discord. And also patrons can join in the servers and anything else we're doing. Anytime I'm doing a multiplayer game, if patrons want to join, that is okay. You have social anxiety? Yes. Great. I think that's like most. I'll say 70% of the people who hang out on YouTube and Twitch have social anxiety. I mean, like, I actually have to take naps after I get home from any social engagements or whatever that I am truly an introvert, and Bam is truly an extrovert. He likes being in the midst of people. He absorbs that energy. He enjoys that vibe. Me, personally, I need to come home and take a nap afterwards. He constantly wants to drag me into public, and I'm trying to stay in home. So he and I have that yin and yang. So whenever I get drug out, because I don't like feeling like I'm not involved in what he enjoys. So when I go out, it takes days to recover from that. My battery needs to recharge. You're a homebody? I don't necessarily want to be a homebody. I don't mind being out, but I don't want to be around a lot of people or enclosed areas and be around a whole lot of people. If I'm around a lot of people, but I'm occupied, it's a different story. If we're going around people and there's a thing that I can do, like pet a dog, then I'm okay. But if there's nothing to do, and there's not a dog to pet, and I actually have to say words, and it feels like there's a tension on me to come up with conversation or to respond to something, that's when I start feeling it. As long as I can absorb, I can handle being in a crowd as long as I am on the outskirts of the crowd and I can walk away when I need to. Because then it's not on me to make the conversation. I'm not a focal point in the conversation. I don't have to try and come up with a response when somebody asks me a question, that kind of thing. I'm good. But as soon as I feel like there's not enough conversation going on around me and there's like this expectation that someone needs to come up with something, I feel that stress. It's actually a lot easier online because anytime I'm feeling that, it's like, I need to go to the bathroom, and I'll walk out and it's like, okay, breathe. You've got 5,000 things you can talk about. Whatever. In a group of people, if you do that, it's like, I need to go to the bathroom, and you spend 30 minutes in the bathroom because, you know, it's in person, it's face to face. So the anxiety is a whole lot more. People start wondering whether or not you're having bowel issues. And it's even more embarrassing when you come out of the bathroom. Things get awkward. I'm not the most social person, but I like playing games and chatting. Not to mention when you're playing games, there's just like the commentary that comes from having played the game, so it gives you something to talk about instead of feeling like you have to have a conversation about some other thing. You like chatting, plus your medical problems. You have to be careful going out and around people, so online works great for you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very true. I think one of my biggest problems is case in point, I have been asked to go to someone's birthday party at a bowling alley. And my first question, sadly, and this is like a fault of mine that I know exists, that I wish didn't exist, but at the same time, I feel like there's a reason it exists. My first reaction was, how much is this going to cost? Given our electricity bill and the stuff that we're having to deal with the bank and all that kind of stuff like that, it's like my first reaction is, how much is this going to cost? Especially since the last time I went on one of these type of outings, it was just to like a little restaurant, and it was $100 for 3 people to eat. And I'm like, okay, I like the idea of a bowling alley, but I don't like it $100. You know what I'm saying? Am I the only person who does that nowadays? It's like, how much is this going to cost me? Is it worth me doing that? I can stay at home and go out in my garden, play with my chickens, and I am good. I hate to miss someone's birthday party, but they're choosing to take the birthday party to a bowling alley, whereas someone could do a grill out and nobody's paying a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I think just like people being in different, like, I don't want to say tax brackets, but there are certain people who have a whole lot more disposable income and they can just go do stuff like that without thinking about it. And they make these things, these choices to do stuff like, I don't know, have you ever had a relative that's like, hey, we're going to get married and we're going to do it on a cruise. You want to come? It's like, you just priced me out of it. There's no way I can afford a cruise. It's like one of those kind of situations. It's like, I want to go, I want to be there for that birthday party, but my first thought is that sounds expensive. What are we talking about here? You know? I hate being that way. I really do. I don't want it to be like, I don't want to go to your birthday party because I don't want to spend money, but that's not just a little bit of money nowadays. That's a lot of money nowadays, you know? For an introvert, you're doing well keeping the conversation going and coming up with topics and points to discuss. I've had 6 years of practice, and I can do that here in the comfort of my home, surrounded by my things that I am used to being in. This is like my private space where I feel comfortable. If I was out and about, it's like I'm holding a pocketbook that I'm not comfortable wearing. I'm usually wearing clothes that I'm not comfortable in because they're more socially acceptable to wear those out in public. I could be sitting here in my pajama pants for all you guys know. I'm not today. I have been before. I'm barefoot. I'm not inside a pair of shoes that I don't care about. I'm not wearing a ton of makeup. I'm wearing a bit of makeup, but I'm not wearing as much as I probably would be wearing out. And I'm not in a cold building, which most restaurants are cold. It makes things easier, I think. That's probably a coping mechanism, I admit. But I have found it's easier because as soon as I start getting uncomfortable, it starts throwing my conversation ability out the window, you know? I will throw you phone. Birthdays in the parks are enjoyable. Yeah, but this is for an adult. So, and it's one of those dudes, not a nerd dude. I mean, he might be a little bit of a nerd every now and then on stuff, but he's just a dude. So, I mean, bowling does not sound not fun. It just sounds expensive. You were very public facing. You worked 40 to 50 hours a week and it always left you feeling so drained you'd get home and just want to be a cozy corner and chill. Yeah, exactly. I've had one of those. Omra, you feel responsible as the host taking that into consideration? We've seen you in your PJ pants before? Yeah. I think someone had me do squats when I was wearing my fuzzy pants. I was wearing skeleton fuzzy pants. I was like, don't judge me. I'm comfortable. It was cold in the house that day, too. And when getting invited to events, that is one of the first things I would think of the event is going to cost. Yeah. I just feel bad that that's like my first place that my brain goes. I don't want to do that, but at the same time, I mean, let me just be completely frank and honest. I have been broke nearly my entire life. I've never been a big income earner. So I think this is like a condition that's happened since I was young, is to think about how much it's going to cost. Whenever I was working at, let's see, when I worked at, I got a hair that is tickling my nose. Hang on. Whenever I worked at Vernay or at one of the various 5,000 places that I have worked since then, Vernay being the highest paying job I had up until that point in my life, is the first time I ever had double digits that I was making someplace. That was the first time that ever happened. But even then, whenever I did a thing, in my mind went to, okay, if we go do this thing, it's going to cost this much money. That much money takes me how many hours to get that much money? And that's how my brain goes. It's like, how many hours am I going to have to work in order to get this thing that I want to get? It was the same thing when we went out to eat. It was the same thing whenever we went to the grocery store. And it's just like been a thing that I have done my entire life because we've never, when I was a kid, a young adult, even now, we're not horrible. We're not horrible. Don't anybody feel like that's what I'm trying to get at. But we have considerations that we need to make in order to stay treading the way that we are. So whenever someone says, hey, let's go out to eat, and it's this big expensive restaurant, it's like, I don't want to do that. And I even don't want someone else to pay for me to go to that restaurant because I know me eating off of their dime puts that feeling of me needing to repay that later on. I've got a best friend, a sister. She and I used to go eat out all the time. And she would invite me out to eat 9 times out of 10, and I would invite her the one time because that was the only time I ever had money to be able to take her out because it was so expensive to eat out. And this time it's like, I'm not even going to feel bad anymore. Do you want to come to my house and I'll make you breakfast? Because I can do that a whole lot more cheaply. Not that I'm trying to cheap out on getting you food. It's just I can't afford it. You know? I don't know how people afford it. I don't know. And I hate that my brain goes there, but it does. I can't be the only person who goes through that. I can't be. Anyway, so off base. So off base. I do apologize. This has been a weird start. Probably just like my venting about the whole situation and everything and just like where my brain is at during that. I don't think I'm the only one in the world who thinks that way. I'm not saying that the way that I think is healthy, and I probably should work on that. Donkey! Oh, Bradicus, thank you for the 5 bits. I appreciate it. Much rather try to make something than take someone out. Yeah, it does seem like it would be better, you know? I mean, sharpen those skills. Plus, I just learned how to make biscuits and gravy. Did you know gravy is white gravy is basically just a liquid biscuit? And then people take that gravy and stick it on a biscuit, so you're eating a liquid biscuit over a biscuit. It's crazy. You do all of what you said, but I can't cook. I have a hard time cooking things that I don't readily know how to make. Like, get out a pound of hamburger meat and make some spaghetti I can do in 5 minutes, but grab something that somebody else gave me and try to figure out how to make a meal out of it. I'm still learning how to do that. Similar to roux, is that how it's spelled? I have no idea how you spell roux. But I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's just basically flour and water and a bit of salt and stuff like that. It's the same thing that you put into gravy that you put into a biscuit. And if you add a little bit of cheese to your white gravy, it's the same thing that they use inside mac and cheese when they make homemade mac and cheese, which is crazy. Anyway, I figured that out whenever I was starting to write down recipes. I've actually been going through several content creators that I watch on a regular basis and writing out their recipes and trying it out, because the only way to get good at cooking is to actually just do it, you know? The first time I made biscuits, it took me over an hour to make the biscuits. By the time I did it for the 3rd or 4th time, I had cut that down to like 45 minutes. So, I mean, it does get easier the more you do it. Speaking of food, it's time to make your tea. That sounds good. You like some homemade mac and cheese? Yeah, I still have not done the homemade mac and cheese with the turning the white gravy into the cheese sauce, but I did get the macaronis to do that. So hopefully soon I'll be able to do so. It's a thing that is on my list of to-dos, along with making bread that I still have not done. I even found a really quick and easy recipe that was like no knead. That's one of my biggest things, is having to put my hands inside of it and knead it up because my hands get sore. And I don't have like one of those stand mixers or nothing like that like you see on the cooking channels all the time. But I saw one lady, she made it. She just flipped it over with a couple of forks and then she just let it sit like that. I was like, I can do that recipe, but that was 3 weeks ago. I still haven't tried it. I will, though. I will. You're having beef stew and dumplings with vegetables. That sounds good. Prime rib and smoked salmon. That sounds really good. There, for the longest time, I was actually getting salmon from this expensive restaurant because it's like one of the best sources of protein is like the fish. It's because it's a leaner protein. And as a lady who is my age and has quit smoking, sometimes you got to make sure that you're just eating the lean proteins. And they charge like $25 for that plate now. But I found that I could actually find a really good salmon recipe and go and get it and make it for half the price. I haven't done that in a while. Thank you for reminding me. I need to do that again because it was really good. All right, let's get in here. I've been talking bills this whole time. I do apologize. It's my bad. I like brought my home life into work, if that's what you want to call this. I brought home life into gaming, and you're not supposed to do that. Don't ever bring home life into gaming unless you have chickens in real life and in a video game, because that happens. Now you're hungry? Yeah, I am too. I tried this my sister brought in a whole bunch of stuff that she had just sitting in her freezer that she couldn't eat. And it was a box of French toast I stuck them in the oven thinking that they were going to turn crispy. They did not. They were mushy in the middle, and I had to toss all of them because they were disgusting. I was like, I should have just made my own French toast. It was ugh. So, I'm hungry.
Good job! It's day 4, so that means you're already more than halfway there.
Liz being attacked by her chicken and ranch simulator is funny.
Yes.
Ish.
I think I'm gonna get a big burger with extra sauce and fries. Hey, wait a minute. I am a free man. I think I'll do that now. See ya!
So, whenever we get out of here, the person who does the announcements while we're in the elevator, do we get to throat punch them? Just asking for a friend. Okay. I have notes on this somewhere. Oh no, I don't want to have to go back and read all the things. It took me forever to read through all of the panels to find out where everything was. Hang on.
Donkey!
Reggie, thank you for the 10 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I stuck them in here. Hang on. It actually takes a while of dying to start this thing out to find out where the eggs are that you are looking for. My notes. Hang on. No, that was what I was supposed to do the other day. Here it is! I actually kept it. That has to do with the alerts that I made, and these are the mod notes. Those are the ones that are supposed to go in there, not all the random notes I had on my desk. There we go. No worries, you were just going to suggest going to the just chatting section? Yeah, we should definitely have a stream where we just chat and maybe have like little clips that we look at and then just have conversations about it, but I'm not sure that I'm okay with that. I'm not sure that I would be... that would put me on the spot. Just random things rolling off my head is one thing, being put on the spot to have a conversation is another. I think that's the reason why some people do like observation duty style games. Let me just mix those words up. I think that's the reason why they do those, because they can pause it and just have a conversation and then go back into the game. Okay, so we need green, which is in Hudson and East, and we need yellow, which is in Sector 7 in Hudson. Okay, don't do that. We have 33 scrap. Can we do any upgrades? Speed? Yeah. Okay. Nope, nope. Oh, no, no, no. I almost forgot. That's the button. That's the button. I don't think it's going to take it easy on me. We're supposedly supposed to have like 7 days of this. Okay, we're right here. We needed to go to... Sector 7 is the end of left side. And then... wait, we needed... yellow, we gotta go over there. And then... green. Can we get some greens over there too? Hold on. Hudson and East? Yeah, we might be able to find some. Okay, so we'll go left here. After I back up a little bit. After I go forward a little bit. Can I? There we go. Okay. I hear wings. Stop it. Those games you have to focus because you have to spot subtle things, but that's what you guys are for. Right? Isn't that how that's supposed to work? Probably not. Last time I started coming over to this section... No! Oh my god. Dude. Last time I started coming over here, there was a whole lot of death. Hang on, this is an empty nest. I don't need to go over here. Wait. Egg scanner, we got a red. We don't need a red. Also, in the very end of it, we started getting waterfalls. Blah! No. Okay. We need to go right for green? Yeah, right for green. Do we go ahead and get the greens? We need two. We need one green. Which one are you on, actually? You're gonna go ahead and send me right, so we'll go ahead and go out over there. I hear water.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Okie dokie. Give me just a second. Okay. Thank you for the hydration. Hits all of the buttons. We have green over here. Don't jump off of there. Okay, going backwards. Need to go back to that last split and go left. We just need the one green, right? Yeah. I still hear... I hear wings. Oh, almost. Okay. Okay, now we need yellow. Do we have any yellow over here? No. Don't do it, don't do it! Okay. And blue, keep going. Okay, do I need to go left or right? Sector 7, it does not tell me whether or not it's east or west on Sector 7, so I actually don't know. We're just gonna have to try and remember for this one, because it does say in between each run... Ooh!
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
Thank you for that croissant. I hear it again. It does say in between, they do the exact same ones. No eggs in range, let's just keep going. Just hit that every now and then just to be on the safe side, you know? do you have any yellows? You have yellows. Uh-uh. Oh, man. Okay. Hit it! Hit it! After the last one, it says I have 3 Horde Nights left. Yeah, I usually end the series at 49. Just because it wraps it up easily. Technically, you can have series that go on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of days, assuming your map doesn't break, which most maps will. So I try to do it at 49 because that already makes 2 videos whenever I do the bulk stuff, and most people lose interest about at 20, so I'm already pushing it. What the heck is oh my gosh, way down here, okay. Why? I hear stuff. That might actually just be the music. Get it. Don't play with me, game. Okay, we got that. Do that just to clear it up. Oh my gosh. I should have stopped at that light to get some of my stamina back. This dude is just like huffing. Like server maps that try to eat you? Yes. And typically there's at least one or so glitch that happens with a map after a certain amount of time. I don't know what the longest running server in 7 days is, but I'm gonna wager it probably is not all that long. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, return. Return! Compulsive button mashing. I have found this compulsive button mashing, I think, has saved me. We did pass by some water things, right? I'm very tempted to just leave the light on. Uh-oh. Hit it! Hit it! Hit it! It stopped about the time I got over here. They glitch out. It seems they get worse over time. Yeah, I'm wondering whether or not they're going to fix that before they start doing full releases, because that... I don't think they've ever actually addressed that problem. No! Oh, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me power, give me power, give me power! Okay. I hate that. It shows up like a second before it washes over the back. Gloriously so, they become so broken. They really do. I think that's one of the biggest complaints of the game that really probably should have been addressed, is the stability of the maps. No! It didn't even touch the console, you fibber! Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. I could probably leave that light on this whole time. Why not? Stability? Pfft, who needs that? Well, seeing how most of the not content creators, but most of the developers say that each one of the playthroughs on a 7 Days to Die map is supposed to be 40 hours, which would be 40 days in-game. That's not an old world.
Your dedication is admirable.
And people who are playing 100 days and playing 100-day servers, the whole nine, that's not the length of time the Fun Pimps expect someone to be in a world. Okay, day 5. What is going to be different about day 5?
Dear Lord.
If a server map gets longer than 120 days? Yeah, exactly.
Employer the world has ever known. And save Joe. He's also pretty cool. Oh, hey! You're already on the line. Yeah. It's day 5 and your sentence is almost over, friend. Be safe and get back soon.
I think that's one of the reasons why I got so frustrated. I'm not sure exactly when it hit. I think it was when I was playing the joke mod or something like that. It wasn't the joke mod specifically, but it was the design of the game. Most people are designing it so that... 2 purples? Most of the people are designing the game because they want you to stay in-game and play longer. So most of the stuff is meant to draw the gameplay out. Like if you play Undead Legacy or something like that, it draws the gameplay out. The issue is the map is not going to last long enough for you to get to those items. So Darkness Falls, all of my gameplays of Darkness Falls have been around the 150 range, and the only reason I ended it then is because I pushed really hard to try and get it done, because at some point my map would break and I had to push the end of the game. It wasn't because I was actually feeling like I was done with everything, it's because I intentionally went after these things hard. Like to the point of grinding for materials off screen just so I could focus on those during videos. So, like Undead Legacy, I think Warzone is probably about the same way. It seemed like a hardcore war. Undead Legacy, Darkness Falls, a lot of those are play 100 days and get fully immersed in the world. The problem is the Fun Pimps have developed a game where they expect you to only be in world about 40 days. And then start a new playthrough, which means they're never actually getting to the end game. So whenever I create mods, I'm trying to figure out a way of advancing the game faster so that each time you play, it's a different game, but it doesn't take you 100 hours to do it. At least that's my thought. Whenever I play it, I'm playing for 90 days. So if I have to change a mod to, not 90 days, but 49 days. If I can complete a mod, or at least have a really good grasp of what the mod has in it, and I can get from day 1, your character drops on the planet, to day 49, your character is facing the hardest horde you can possibly have, and you are as maxed out as you can get, and see what all the mod has, then I'm okay. One of the reasons I haven't really touched Darkness Falls this season is because I know how long it takes for it to play and how quickly a map degrades. So I need to figure out a way of augmenting Darkness Falls to accommodate a shorter playtime. I don't think I'm the only one who does this either. From what I can tell from other content creators like Guns, Nerds, and Steel, I'm not saying that he augments files or anything else like that, but he plays to where he can see in-game loot in day 20. Now, he also does, I think, 2 days per, so he's around the 40 range too. I'm not sure exactly how he's doing it, or how he's playing it, or what he does off screen, or how he edits, because he's got a really cool way he does his videos, but he's seeing the scope of the mod in 40 some odd days. Well, 1 day intervals, because he does 20 days, but each one of his recordings is like 2 days usually. So, yeah. Who the hell creates a sandbox game that only lasts 40 in-game days? That was one of my biggest things. Whenever they started doing with the interviews with the Fun Pimps, they started talking about how they thought that each one of their playthroughs, each playthrough should be about 40 hours. And I'm like, wait, I don't understand what you're saying, because that means 40 days. That's not even a whole lot of hordes. That's not even 7 horde nights. That doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's what they expect. They expect you to do about 40 hours in each playthrough. I guess maybe every single one they do permadeath? I don't think so. I've seen, like, Prime and them play. It's not permadeath. You think he plays with a 200% experience? Yeah, I noticed like a lot of content creators started going over to doing the higher experience to push the game stage higher faster, which I started doing at the 150% range, but whenever I play a brand new mod, Like one with Darkness Falls, because it's not just your level, it's also your tech stuff that you can get, because you actually have to go out and find the schematics for stuff in world. Now, true, the higher your level is, the more likely you're going to find advanced schematics, but you have to accrue so many schematics to open up stuff, and I try to play as completionist as possible, so I want all of the stuff open, and I want to be able to play with what are the perks that are at the end whenever you open up each one of them. You can go into those perks, which are really awesome, that make you feel almost like really badass. What does anybody remember off their top of the head what those are when you open up all of them and you can do all of the masteries, and then that's the ones that you can use? I try to play till I can do those. So even just doing 200% experience, say you do 200% experience on Darkness Falls, you still have to be able to get enough books to open up all of those, unless you want to try and push all of your... Talking about the super scientist stuff. Now, the scientist things you need the red pages for. But in order to... I have already forgotten. It wasn't even that long ago we played it on the server, but I didn't ever got my character that high anyway. Now, the nanite and demonic essence require stuff. It's the... I don't remember now, guys. It's the ones where you have to open up everything, and then you can do that one, and you can put points into it. It makes yourself badass or whatever. Your thought is that most of the Fun Pips ideas are nice by themselves, but they do not work well in combination. That's true. The completionist perk, that's it. That one that makes you feel really badass, but you have to get all of the books. I like doing all of the books in a playthrough. That's a whole lot of looting, and if you're at 200%, the game stage is going to advance faster than you're going to find all of the books. So yeah. No, the master books are like, the master perks for each one of those books is like, you go through all of those, you do all of them, then you get another book that's like 3 times more expensive, and then you do that one. So just don't store that stuff inside your desk. Yeah, you have to have a mastery class in order to able to unlock the completionist. Exactly. And I always want to get the completionist before I finish it. Your last server was at 180-minute days, and you're surprised it lasted as long as it did. What day were we on whenever we finally was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous, it's kind of acting up again? Because by the end, it was already showing signs of wear and tear. I've already forgotten what day it was actually on. I know we did a bit of time manipulation every now and then whenever we were playing. Don't store them in a desk like you have the experience. Yes, I have that experience. It's in my... Did I ever go back and put that one on my shorts videos? I don't remember if I pulled it for the shorts videos. I actually have a notification that I used it for too. I'm not going to tell you guys which notification it's actually listed on, but a bit of common sense would probably tell you which notification it is. But I actually clipped that one. Everybody thinks it's funny that I shot my desk after getting a mastery book. That was so much looting. So much looting. It sucked. Okay, we're doing purple. My bad, guys. Purple! Purples are on... East? East. Right and right again, I guess. Okay, okay. Where's my mouse? Not there. Okay, let's go. Stop doing it! It's in the Discord under clips. I've pulled it because I made a notification out of it. One of the alerts. I've got one of the alerts made out of it. So I've got the footage pulled. The only problem is it's kind of like an older... it's a way older video and everything is yellow. This is... Stop hitting that. That's the green. Thank you so much for that lurk, I appreciate. Okay. Oh, that was... You were trying to time that one. I see. Okay, what have you got? It's a red. Keep going. Absolutely normalist. That's the reason why it's in quotations. I can't be held liable for the things that are in quotations. Okay, we're already going right again? Green? You have to save up for alien isolation? Wait, did I do it? Yes. Speaking of which, I need to figure out when alien isolation needs to start up again, because we started it up, what, 2 months in advance last time, and it still was not long enough to complete the game? What about you? Purple. Okay. Stat! Oh my gosh. This thing is trying really hard to get me killed, just because I fall off of stuff. And this time we're supposed to be doing the 5 aliens and the super revolver? No! Give it. No! Oh. I'll go down there after it. Dadgummit. It hit the bar and fell off. That's what happened to that. There was one time before a green one just kind of like disappeared. That's what happened. It hit the bar. Oh, that sucked. Oh, what am I doing? Hitting all the buttons! Okay. 5 aliens and the super what? The super revolver. Last time we did, 3 aliens but no super weapons. But this time we're also supposed to be going, hang on. Because I have a hard time doing things with my hands and actually talking and thinking at the same time, I actually have to turn the radio down in order to look for an address. I'm one of those type of people. The next one we're doing, I'm actually going to be looking up I guess a walkthrough guide. I don't know whether or not they have a list of where I could find all the things. The goal is to try and find all of the name tags. I have played the game 3 times, all the way front to end, the whole 9 yards, and I have not found all of the name tags in the entire game yet. So the goal is to do 5 aliens, super revolver, so I have a chance to actually make it through places, and using the list of where all of the name tags are, I have to go find all of the name tags. That is the goal for each of it. Even to the point of if I went through an area, missed the name tag, I have to go back to a previous save to go back and get the name tag, because I may not have a chance to get it later on. That's the goal of this one. So it might take a little bit longer than it did before. You know what I'm saying? But that's my goal, because I was missing 10 name tags, and I've got 3 achievements that I have not completed in that game, and I would really like to actually finish the achievements in that one. Since I've played it so many times, obviously I need to just go ahead and finish it. That was my goal in the last one, but I did not have a walkthrough. I thought I could just find them all, but we searched really hard, died many, many times, looking for name tags, and we did not come across all of them. So some of them are very well hidden. Okay, do you have a purple? Probably not. No. Get out of there. I don't like it. I'm just trying really hard to make sure I can look. I hear you guys, stop it. We died? No, you died? Yeah, that's true. That's very true. At the behest of you guys, several times. Okay, do you have a purple? Yes, you have the purple. Yeah, I passed on the gift of those sound alerts to somebody else. And I actually had a chance to see that happen in person. It was amazing. Okay, we got the egg. Capo is currently going through a playthrough of Alien Isolation, and his chat was asking about sound alerts, and I was like, so Capo, I got a few sound alerts you could, you know. So I passed them off to the sound person, and they are able to use it. Pick that up. Nice. So I hope he has as much fun with them as I did. I did try to warn him that I did not condone people torturing the streamer, but, you know. What just happened? Okay, so we go to the other side then. I didn't know this one just ended here. I thought we had a little bit more room. On a scale of us, how psycho is this chat? I don't know. There was only one person that used the thing, but they did seem to be able to place them well. Like, not all sections are good for sound alerts. You have to kind of pick and choose where you use them at, so they're effective. No! Aw, man. Like, you wouldn't put an alien sound in the middle of an area where aliens are not at. It wouldn't be quite as effective. And if you hit them too much, then they become immune to the sound. So they seem to be placing them very well. Okay, now this is the area where we're supposed to go left, correct? Yes. Not right there, though. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna run out of power trying to find these things. Oh, I see a purple one. That would be the one that we need then. I don't want that. Okay. So, are we gonna find the Big Mama facehugger at some point? Is that what happens on day 7? Because technically you're supposed to be able to earn your freedom after 7 days. Sounds very familiar, but... we still have a lot of power. I have a feeling, though, it just seems like the type of game that would, if you tried to turn this thing on and just drive with it on the whole time, that there would be a repercussion to it. Should we be going by a waterfall soon? What just happened? I was cheated? I was cheated out of that. Thank you, Richie. I was just robbed. They pushed me out of the car and stole my eggs. Oh, man. That is highway robbery. Okay. Dadgummit. I was on my way back. We were right there and I just got pushed out. No freedom for you? Yeah, exactly. Perfectly well balanced, put together game. Hey, there's been like surprisingly few glitches. I think that's the first one we've really experienced. So, better than Bethesda, I think. I mean, if we're doing like a one-to-one comparison on how many glitches have been located. We do not need to stop here. It's a bit further down. Reaper, this is all your fault. Is it after this one that we start looking? I don't think it's this one. Yeah, that's the green. A game programmed by a 2-year-old would have less bugs than a Bethesda game. Yeah, even when they try to fix something, they make it, but they make more bugs. I think this is the one. Is this it? Yep, this is it. Okay. Starts writing your last will and testament. I don't know about all that. A little bit of light. Okay, this is the only one that's here. We have to backtrack to the other side, right? Wait, before I just make this assumption... Yeah, that's right. That's the one I actually meant to hit. No! Did you... That's cheating! Cheats! Hacks! It did the water twice. Okay, we need the switch. Which is right here. No, hit the thing! Oh my god. Okay. I hear you. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but I can hear them. Stop it. Okay. This thing is still trying to get me killed. Okay, there we go. Okay. I heard you. What is that noise I keep hearing? I'm being a bit paranoid because I've already tried so many times to get this daggum load of stuff back where it's supposed to go. I'm just like, every tiny noise gets a light. Every single one. I don't care what it is, it's getting a light. You've got the hiccups? Uh-oh. I found the best way to deal with hiccups is to just like hold your breath until you pass out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Made it. We get another movie, guys.
I couldn't have done it better myself.
Day 6, and your sentence is almost over. Make Mr. Vacant proud. I don't wanna. You know it's gonna give us some kind of outrageous bill.
Seriously, buddy? I thought you wouldn't make it further than the second day. But here you are on day 6. I must admit, these conversations we've had have started growing near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, by the time we shared that burger, I didn't get.
haven't exactly heard your voice. Regardless, I just wanted you to know I believe in you.
That sounded very painful for him to have to say. Okay, what kind of hell? Oh no, oh no. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured things were gonna get beefed up. Okay, so what would be the best way to do this one? We have got yellow, green, and red. Hudson and East, Lincoln. Hudson and yellow. So if we go to Hudson, we'll be able to get the yellows and the greens. Okay, where's Hudson? Left and right. Okay, we'll start there. Just for safety measures, you know. Check the lights. The flashy things. Just because. We're probably going to need all of our power to get through this one because this is a whole lot of eggs and a whole lot of... Are you for serious? Stop your things. This way and then to the right. But we're going to have to probably stop and check at every single one of them to be sure we're not missing something. They're for serious on this one. They really are. There's nothing usually on this one. There is something over here, isn't there? Red? Yes, we need red. Okay. He was referring to day 2. He did not think I was going to make it past day 2. Day 2 on here was hard. It really was. I don't know how many times I died trying to get through day 2. Let me up. Thank you. Nothing. About the time I said nothing? Back to the light. Go into the light. Okay. Just be on the safe side. Try and go over here so I'm not like huffing and puffing the whole time and I can do a full out run, you know, with the chains on my legs and all that. Ooh, I actually have a lot of range. Bleh! Freaking chainsaws in its mouth. Thought I was being jumped by spiders. Okay, we need to go to the right. Yeah, it is kind of the same spider sound from, what was it, Darkness Falls when they had them in there? And we're supposed to go to the right, so we can just keep going. Okay, please tell me there's something here. There's green. We need green, right? Yeah, we need green. They're over there. Nope! No, don't do it. Would not be the first time that's happened. Get in there, dude. You can imagine this guy is actually attempting to jump with chains on his feet. Okay. Now then. Now we just need 2 yellows. Okay. And yellow is Sector 7 and yellow and Hudson. Aren't we on Hudson? Don't do it. Yeah, we should be able to find some yellows down here somewhere. Hopefully. I keep hearing wings. Oh, they're there. Touch the button. Don't like it. I'm being overly paranoid, but I think I have good reason to be. Get in there. Thank you. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. You know, they've got to be getting tired of me doing this. Okay. We have all of the eggs. Just waiting for the game to do some cheats and hacks and stuff. You're paranoid? Don't you hear the chainsaws? Yes, the tiny mini chainsaws. The Reaper spawn. It's just a gondola ride to hell. How's my power doing? My power's doing good. Except for those random sounds. Hell gondola? Yes. What is that noise, dude? I feel like the person on Five Nights at Freddy's is constantly just like popping open the laptop, you know? Stop it. Do not glitch me out again. Nice.
Everyone notices your hard work.
I don't believe him. Do you guys believe him? Do you guys actually believe that dude? Nope. Yeah, I don't either. I really don't believe him. So this is probably going to be like a stupid run, right? Totally trustworthy? You just looked deep into his eyes, into his soul, and felt like you could trust him? It's going to want one or several of all of the colors.
It's day 7, the final day. Yeah, oh yeah. From now on, you're gonna get a new name.
I don't believe you.
Excuse me, I'm just so excited. Mr. Vacant is already preparing everything for your freedom, and he cannot wait to talk to you in person. And that's such an honor.
Every manager that's ever told you that they appreciated your hard work, yeah, exactly. Every single one of them. How bullshit is this going to be? Hang on. Okay. The purples are hard to get. Okay. Blue, yellow, purple. Blue is Weston Lincoln. Yellow.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together. Have a few laughs.
Brock, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Thank you for that resub. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Yellow, Sector 7. 7 and Hudson. Yeah. Blue, Weston Lincoln. Purple is east. Okay, all of these are in different areas. Just because I'm pretty sure this one is intentionally going to run me out to random places, or it's going to be nearly impossible. Especially since the purples are so hard to find. I don't think I've seen 3 purples.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together.
Richie, thank you so much for the resub! Watch your power on this one? Yeah, I kind of figure that's the reason I'm trying to rewrite this. Or my notes. I'm rewriting my notes so they're easier to see. Thank you guys for those resubs. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need... Okay. Don't need that one. We don't need that one. Weston Lincoln. 7 and Hudson. The good thing is 2 of them we only need 1 of, so we don't have to sit around to pick up the others. Purple is just east. Okay, purples, there's... How many did we find out there? Okay, well, let's take a look at the map. Okay, east, Lincoln. East Lincoln, Sector 7. Oh yeah, it's gonna have me come all the way back to the very beginning and go back off in the other direction. So all of my purples are on the 2 sectors of east, and it's just enough where I'll have to go to both sides. And then I would have to back up and then go into Lincoln to get my blue, unless I can find a blue on the way. There might be one on the way, I'll have to keep an eye out for it. And then come all the way back and go over to Sector 7 and Hudson on the left side to try and get the yellow. So let's start on our right and work our way to the left. I wonder if there'll be extra nights. Like, you thought you were going to get out of here, but you're not actually going to get out of here. Watch your power on this one means don't be so paranoid. Okay, those are greens. We don't need those. We needed to go east, so right. Yeah, right. Stop it. Stop your things! I hear them. They're plotting. The ultimate custom mine? That would be crazy. Okay, let's check you. This has got a red we don't need. East. Yep. Every time we go by one of those little things and the camera moves to where I'm at, it sounds like one of those things coming in a little bit. Green. I don't need green. This time. Hits the switch, release the gremlins. Don't do that. No! Okay. Stop. I hear them. Okay. This one actually had one of the ones I'm looking for, right? Yeah. Okay. I hear wings. Maybe not. This thing will make you paranoid about all of the sounds. Okay, nothing. I don't think there's another place for us to get anymore further down. I think there was just one on this side, right? Yep, there's just that one. Okay. Okay, we gotta go back to the next switch and go off to the left side. What is with the Addams Family music playing in the background? Stop with the organ! Oddly enough, it did. What? Why was I just pushed? Why was I pushed? What are you doing to me, game? Lies and slander. Whatever that was, whatever you did, stop your things. Okay, let's go. Okay, this one might actually be one we're looking for. Yep. Stop with the noises. Stop your things. Is it just me, or was there 2 in each of these spots before? It's the end of this side, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Got a bit of a problem. Okay, all of the others are on the other side, but I don't have all of the purples that I need. I'm pretty sure one of those nests was supposed to have more than one. Just out of curiosity, okay, red. I'm hearing wings. There it is. I knew I was hearing it. Okay. I don't think I'm in the right one, though. Wait. There's a blue... A blue and a purple. Didn't I just come from that way, though? Or is that on 47? I think that's on 47. I think I'm detecting stuff on 47. So it just goes right overhead. There's the- Why? What was pushing? I think there are invisible gremlins and they just pushed me off. I don't understand why that would work, but sure. Lies. Okay. Crunch. Yeah, exactly. Nope. Oh, jeez.
Now, mommy, daddy button.
Yep, that's exactly where it got me, right there. Oh, man. That was ridiculous. No. It's fine. It's chill. Be absolutely sure. Okay, keep going. Nope, I saw you. Uh-huh, he was supposed to just jump on my face. I see how it is. Those guys are getting aggressive. Be on the safe side. That is a green. We don't need a green. dog. How you doing? Doing okay. We are on supposedly the last night of this. We'll see. Something tells me you're not designed to make it out of the mine. Okay, what about you? Yep, one of the purples are here. I want to be able to reach it from here. You would figure a better grappling arm would be, you know, like something they would eventually give you. It's like, hey, it's your last day. Let's make it to where you can pick these. Never mind. I keep forgetting I've got all the upgrades, so I can actually reach it a whole lot sooner than I think I can. Wait. Oh, we're wasting? There's nothing further down the track. We can't go down there. Whew. I hear you guys. They are flying overhead. I can hear them. Oh, okay, that was close. Closer. There we go. Okay. Stop it. I've got a whole 1 egg. Ah, dude! That was rude. Don't jump off of there. That'd be silly. Okay. Made you jump. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, so how far back do we need to go? We need to go all the way back to the main one. And then go off to the left for this one. I hope. So, next one, yes? Lincoln? Weston Lincoln? If I want to go after the blue and the yellow, I can go to this one, yeah. Waterfall? Waterfall! Oh my gosh. Dadgummits. Don't do it, don't do it. Okay. Every time it's on the left side, I never get this thing right because I can't actually see the platform. And I pass it by. Okay. Now this way. Hopefully, we can get at least a few of them. Are there any over here? There's a purple and a blue over here. How close do I have to be? I hear the wings. I don't know exactly where they're at, but I hear them. Okay. Bleh! I rest my case. Nope. Thank you. I hear wings again, though. Get over here and do this one. There we go. My shoulders are so damn tense. That's silly. Okay. Just don't drop any of them. That's like the worst thing is you only have so many of these you can find at a time. Okay, so now all we need... Now the only thing we need is a yellow. And yellow is found in Sector and Hudson, which is on the very left side. So... we need to go back to another impasse. Is it this one that we need to go back to? Stop! No, we need to go back one more. I found their organ again? Why? Hit the button? Of course, of course. Okay, now, we just need one yellow. And we need to go to Sector 7 and Hudson, so the first right. Everybody cross your fingers. We all get dumped out in some weird way or glitched out of the cart before we get this final one. Or that I don't just jump off of some random thing, because that has happened before too. Let's check here. Those are red. Get out of there. Okay, we should have to go right. We need just one of them. I hear water again? I think that was on the corresponding path, the other path. Oh my gosh! Okay, what about you? Ah, no, greens! No! Keep going? I don't like it. Don't do it. Whatever that sound is, stop doing it. I don't know what it is. Yellow. Okay. We can do this. You're confused. You apparently muted the same stream. How did you do that? There we go. Don't do anything crazy like jump off of a random thing. my gosh, my stomach is in knots, dude. I have to watch where my character is inside of my little thing here in case some random invisible something or another starts pushing me off the cart.
I am right behind you.
Thanks! I appreciate that. That was creepy. Thank you, Richie. It literally did sound right behind me. Only made it worse that it's quiet, yet there are tiny sounds I'm listening for in the game. That was very well placed, just it was. I heard that, whatever that was. Stop it. Nope, 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 you're moving me. Stop! Go away! Oh, come on, I am so close. Do not run out of power. Yes? Did we do it? Am I free?
Congratulations. You've exceeded my expectations and completed your job. So I want to thank you for that. However, there was a problem with the eggs you collected and we needed to recall them from stores. You're probably asking why. Well, I'll tell you. They were already in an advanced stage of incubation to be able to sell them for snacking. I sent one to my nephew as a birthday gift, and now his mother is pissed off at me.
This sounds like a personal
Well,
problem.
Pissed off is the wrong term, I guess. But whatever. The brat was getting on my nerves anyway.
Did you?
So that's how we noticed the eggs turned inedible earlier than expected, and we were able to do a recall before too many people bought them. But regardless, you did your job greatly, and I'm a man of honor. A man of my word. And that's why you'll get released tonight.
Okay. Is he gonna release me into the mine?
Enjoy your freedom. And if you're ever in trouble with the authorities, just call Vacant.
Shoot you in the face? Yeah, exactly. You're free! Well, your brain is free from your skull. I think that counts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news. A massive recall of Vacant's boomers, the tasty eggs that everybody likes.
Do they?
But why were they recalled exactly? Well, we're gonna figure that out right now. This, my dear viewers, is one of them. Wait a second.
Oh no, are you seriously?
Cracking?
Nature's gonna find a way?
Oh my God!
Raggy? Yeah, exactly. So I probably shouldn't tell anybody that I worked here, because if I tell anybody I worked here and all those things are free now, I'm going to assume since they can lay an egg per day, that's what they were doing during there, that it won't take them very long to find the surface very edible. Sashimi Dream, how you doing, by the way? How's your stuff? How's your things? That was pretty fun. It was just enough tension to keep you wondering if every single sound was them, because, let's see, it was the first day that we worked. We did pretty good, but I fell off or something like that. And then we started reading all the terminals and figuring out where all of the eggs were, so we went to a different side and we just kept dying and dying and dying and dying until basically I realized max out the battery and then hit that thing every time one of the sounds happens. There's like a little, I think it's supposed to be a wing flap sound, but what it kind of sounds like is the sound of a character in a game doing a small jump is what it sounds like to me. So that is that game. We have like 10 minutes. I'm not sure that I have another game that we can set up for 10 more minutes. But what we could do is, I think for the next thing, just chatting time again? Heck yeah, heck yeah. I think what we're gonna be doing for the next one would be, what's next on my list? Speaking of which, let me go ahead and move that one to the I played it already phase. That way, because I've got a bad memory, I will try to go back and play that later on and be like, oh, this is cool, I've never played a game like this before, and obviously I played it before because it'd be on my channel, but I don't remember. Let's see, we've got Stories Untold, which I'm not sure how I'm going to do with that one. If I'm not mistaken, you have to do a whole lot of typing in of stuff to give directions, like old school computer stuff, and I suck at typing. So we could do that and do, like, everybody can do a shots game on how many times I misspell something if you really care to get completely knocked out every single time I play it. You get completely plastered. I'm not sure if you guys can actually maybe kind of sort of read it because the font is like really, really small. So anyway, the ones that I have left to play is like Aliens Dark Descent. I wouldn't mind trying that one out, but we're almost at the point where we're going to have to play Alien Isolation again. I say we have to, but I want to. I love Alien Isolation. So we're going to be playing it again. But the one after that, I know Girl with the Fabric Face is a good one, and there's multiple endings. I just don't usually want to play a game for the multiple ending. And Martha's Dead, I heard this one is pretty graphic. Does anybody know anything about this one? It came out, it was supposed to be a really cool looking horror game, but it was very, very graphic for the sake of being graphic. You know what I'm saying? How is the modding going? It is going pretty good. We are almost at the point where we are ready for the release of 0.03 of the mod. And as soon as I figure out, I know that there's a video showing you how to change the UI, the style of UI for a particular item that you add into the game. And that's what I need to do for one of my items. And I think I want to go ahead and set up the time periods for the traders. And as soon as I do that, I think that might be version 1 that I will go ahead and put up on wherever I plan on putting, I don't know where I'm going to put the mod at, but wherever I plan on putting it up. And I'll just let that sit for a minute. And from here until when the new version drops, which is in June, yes, I'll go ahead and start working on trying to learn how to add in some of the missions, because it's like the next phase of the stuff that I'm learning. So as soon as the new version comes in, most people aren't going to be playing mods. Most people are going to be, you know, stuck inside the vanilla for at least one of their playthroughs. They'll play a fully vanilla game, and that'll give me some time to work on the missions, so there's something more than just items. Observation is a good one. If I'm not mistaken, this isn't a long game either. I think I might do this one next. It's not necessarily a horror game. It's a little bit different, but I think it's the next one I'm going to play. So, yay, spoon! Next on the list, I want to write in a pen. I want to get the UI fixed and set trader times. So if people have like a lore reason why a trader would open at a specific time and close at a specific time, like you feel like Jen might be an early riser, so these were to be her hours, I would love to hear your comments on why that is, because I wouldn't mind having like some story notes or something that you can find as to the reason why certain things are in this world, instead of like 7 days have no story, no background, no nothing, actually adding some of that in. I think that they're eventually going to add that in, but not in the version that they're fisting to release. They are far from really implementing story versions that they haven't even got the raiders taken care of yet. I thought this next version was supposed to have the raiders, but apparently not. You wouldn't be surprised if Martha is Dead is graphic as being set in 1944. I need to go back and read what the storyline is about, because if it's graphic in the way that What was that? That series everybody was hyped about and everybody watched that I was like the only one who did not like it. It was the dragon one. What was that dragon one everybody was all excited about? Everybody kept talking about? That ended and everybody hated the ending of it? Can anybody help me out? I don't remember the name of the series. The Fun Pimps promise way too much and release it years later. Yeah. But I think they're probably getting to where they can kind of figure some of the things out a little bit faster, I hope. With all the new hires, you hope that it doesn't slow down production, that it actually speeds it up. We'll see. Trader Times, the UI, and Raiders are coming 2025 according to the Fun Pimp post. Yeah, but they also said that that was going to be coming in this alpha, but now they're releasing the full version instead of releasing a new alpha, so Raiders have now been pushed down the thing. Not a Dragon game, a Dragon series. Bam knows. What was that series that I wouldn't watch? It was the one with the dragons, lady with the long white hair. Everybody just, like, absolutely loved the series. Had Jason Momoa in it at some point. Game of Thrones, yeah. That one. Everybody absolutely adored that, and I thought there was a whole lot of gratuitous sexual violence in the first couple of episodes, and I did not want to watch it. So, I mean, even to tell you something, even my mom made fun of me for not wanting to watch that. She was like, God, it's not that big a deal. And I'm like, you've never been in one of those positions, apparently, because, yeah, it is a big deal. I don't want to watch someone take a poop, and I don't want to watch someone throw up. That's not entertainment for me. Watching this happen to somebody is not entertainment for me. There was a lot of gratuitous that at the very, very beginning, so I didn't watch it. So if you like the series, that's cool and everything. I'm not going to down you for watching it. It's just, it was not my cup of tea. So if Martha is Dead is the same type of gratuitous something or another, I don't want to play it. You know what I'm saying? That's how... Well, the thing is I've read a lot of stuff that is very graphic that doesn't hold back on that. The difference is having it shown to your face. I don't find that part of literature or video entertaining. Some people find that entertaining to see those things. I don't find those things entertaining. I get that they existed. I get that that is history, but I don't find it entertaining. And I think anybody who has been subject to those types of things would not also find it entertaining. That's just my choice, obviously. So, there was a third thing I was going to put on this list, and now I can't even remember what it was. I said the UI, set the Trader Times, and something else, and then I was going to put it up. I had already forgotten because I got sidetracked. This is the reason why I have a to-do list every single weekend. Dadgummit. See, I can deal with dismemberment, disfigurement, blood, gore, that kind of thing. I can deal with those mainly because those aren't things that... I can't say that they don't ever happen to people. I have not experienced them, and therefore they don't personally affect me. So I think I probably would be able to deal with that as long as that's the extent of it. Everybody has their things that they do and do not care to play or watch. So I might be able to play that one. I'll look through like some images or something like that and just make sure, because I don't want to do that during a stream and it bother me. And because it bothers me, it bothers somebody else. I don't want it to do that. So I'll check before I play it. I just heard that that was like a concern, and that's the only reason I haven't put it on my list yet. It was the UI, the traders. There was something else I was going to put on there for the mod. I also need to figure out where I'm going to post it. I mean, do people have like preferences on where they get their mods for 7 days? I know that there's the forum, you can get them. There's a 7 Days to Die mods page that you can get them from, and then there's Nexus, right? So that's like the 3 main places people get mods. I can imagine it probably would be a pain if you try to put in all of those places and having to deal with like several different places where you have to look for information, like if people found bugs or suggestions or something like that. Milk, eggs, and a stick of butter. For the mod, should we do milk, eggs, and a stick of butter? The grocery list? Yes. Works on UI, set trader times, gets milk, bread, and a stick of butter. That definitely fits on my list. Nexus mods is the most common place for you. I usually go to the 7 Days to Die mods, or I use the mod launcher. If I'm doing like an overhaul and it's on the mod launcher, I go straight for that. So it's like the easiest way to do it. I don't know. You mod so infrequently, you get it from wherever. Yeah. I think the hardest thing is a lot of people play 7 Days and don't really mod a whole lot, and they don't know where to go to find mods. I was actually thanked by somebody for doing the mod stuff that I was doing. I wasn't modding, and I wasn't setting up a mod. I wasn't showing people how to start the mod. I was showing people how to go into the mod and augment things the way that they wanted to play. And I had somebody thank me because they hadn't seen anybody do that. They've just seen people showing somebody how to mod the game. And I'm like, well, if I had known that there were other people who wanted to play with mods but wanted to be able to augment the mod, I would have done those videos a long time ago. So that's kind of where I'm gearing towards, is augmenting mods and showing people how I do it so that they can augment their own. Even if it pisses off some people. So that's fine. You know what, guys? It is about that time for us to raid somebody. We need to find somebody to raid. Which means it's time for us to end off the VOD for the VOD's channel, because I actually remembered to hit the record button today. So, VOD's channel, thank you guys so much for being here. Today was a weird stream. We did a whole lot of talking at the beginning. Editing Liz is going to determine whether or not you actually see any of that. So, if you like hearing a lot of random talking, maybe come over and find us over here where we stream. I think you know where to find us at. There's a bit of tea and a bit of a witch somewhere in there. So, we're over here hanging out, having a good time, and bouncing ideas off of each other. But for the VOD's channel, I thank you guys for being here, because you'd still made a trip from the main channel over to the VOD's channel to get yourself some more content. So I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day and wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye!